was a bit of an injury scare there for Shadab. Just the way he fell, landed heavily on that right shoulder. That was at the edge of the square, so that's the hard surface. When you land with your entire body weight on a hard surface, kind of jolts your shoulder. Well, he had an injury scare earlier, but the good part is I don't think it's going to affect his bowling. He's coming on to bowl, the captain, Shadab Khan. 86 matches, 98 wickets. He's just 2 wickets shy of becoming the first Pakistan bowler to get 100 wickets in T20Is.
Great bit of fielding off his own bowling. And I'll tell you what, at 24, he'll get plenty more in his career.
What you don't want to see is him clutching that right shoulder, because earlier in the innings he fell heavily and it seemed as if he'd hurt his right shoulder.
The Googie, that's well bowled. And he's done well to make sure he gets bad on that. Ibrahim Zadran just got to be a bit careful. Spinners have done a wonderful job since they've come on.
Just pulling away the last minute there. In fact, the last moment there, Ibrahim Zadran probably felt there was some movement. Wasn't the side screen, but probably just something blew across the pitch. Hit down the ground, and that's the safest zone. And a welcome boundary that takes Afghanistan past 50.
Such a good shot, because it's not premeditated. He's seen a bit of extra flight, and he's seen that the length is up to him. So he can afford just to play the bunt back over the bowler's head. Hasn't tried to hit it too hard at all. He knows that the boundary behind the bowler is short.
Punched away again for another single. The interesting part is that boundary came after 13 deliveries. So, not getting phased. If they didn't find the boundary, they still didn't get phased looking for a release shot early and losing a wicket. They just waited and bided their time, waited for the loose ball to come up. We're in the 8th over and we've already seen 5 bowlers deployed already by the Pakistan captain, including himself, who's bowling the last ball of the 8th. Another quick single this time. A better throw might have had Ibrahim Zadran in trouble, but it wasn't to be. 8 gone, 55 for 1. Talking to Jonathan Trott after the Pakistan innings got over, and he said that it looks like a better batting surface than the one we saw day before. So he said 131 to get. I think Afghanistan would fancy their chances. That was what the coach thought. With 3 spinners and the fact that they can put a break on the scoring. Just don't want a new batsman out there. A couple of wickets go down, new batters against the spinners. Can be a totally different ball game.
Absolutely. I do think that today's surface is better to bat on. I haven't seen the ball misbehave in terms of sticking in the wicket as much, and a bit of extra bounce and turn that was available in that first game. But yeah, at the same time, slower balls, difficult to get away. Slower bowlers, should I say. And you don't want to be losing wickets here and getting new batsmen coming in. You were talking about making sure you look after that required run rate. It was 6.1 at the time you said that. It's now gone to 6.43.
Remember, we still haven't seen Imad Wasim bowl. 5 bowlers used already, but Imad Wasim's not one of them. Just got to be careful. You don't want to be playing across the line to Nawaz, because he's got a very good arm ball. It's representing the full face of the bat. Trying to milk the singles here. Seen some very competitive cricket in this Beloved Network T20I series presented by Bank Al Falah. Not much to choose between the two sides, except for those 2 extra wickets that Pakistan had lost. Empty space on the leg side in front of square, so an easy single.
Pakistan 56 for 3 at this stage. 58 for 1 Afghanistan. Remember, they did have quite an extended partnership from here on till the end, that final ball. So Afghanistan have to bear that in mind.
Clipped away against the turn for a single, and he'll have to settle for that. So again, just 4 off that over. 59 for 1. Wicket for Zaman Khan in that spell. He bowled with fair bit of pace. There's 3 overs, 1 for 16. The only successful bowler for Pakistan so far, but more runs here. They look for 2. In fact, they'll come back and complete that as well. Ibrahim Zadran. The required run rate and the current run rate pretty much at even Stevens right now, Tino. Not much difference between them.
As long as they can keep it below 8, Afghanistan. On a surface like this, as you mentioned, with the Imad Wasim still to come on. Another couple of overs for Nawaz and Shadab himself after this one. With running like that, and then when a boundary ball is given, if you get that boundary, they can keep this in check. Gone about this chase quite nicely so far.
Turn and bounce there for Shadab. And look at the speed. He's not pushed it through quicker. That was just under 85 kilometers per hour. Again, the importance of a set batter. They'll come back for 2 here. And a better throw. Might have had Gurbaz in trouble. And that's why the captain's looking disappointed.
Well, once again, great example of running between the wickets. The call was for 2 straight away. He's got there and he's come back. He's put the dive in, Ramanullah Gurbaz. I think even with that better throw, he still would have made his ground.
At least it would have made things tighter for Gurbaz. That's why the captain was disappointed, because no bowler wants an extra run given off his bowling, and especially if you're the captain. No, not at all. But I'll come back to the point I was making. The final 5, Pakistan scored at 9 and over. They got 45 in those final 5 overs. That was because they had 2 set batters at the crease who had a fair idea about the ball coming off this surface, the pace at which it was coming off, what it was doing. And that's why you were able to score more freely. If Afghanistan got to chase this down, ideally at least one of these 2 Needs to hold their ground till the very end.
I couldn't agree with you more, Harman. This man will want to bat for as much as possible longer from here. He's given them the great start, but a loss of him could cause problems for Afghanistan. It's called for two again. Sharaf Khan has gone himself. This is extremely good running by the Afghanistan pair. Takes us to the halfway stage in the chase. It's 66 for 1. And it's time for a drink.
Chasing 131 for a win. Afghanistan 66 for 1 after 10 overs at the halfway stage in the chase. Needing another 65 of the remaining 10. Let's take a quick look at some sights and sounds. Beautiful Afghanistan. Oh, what a beautiful sight this. The Bakhtia province, famous for its snow-clad mountains and mountainous terrain. Sight to soak it in. And of course, the beautiful city of Mazar-e-Sharif, known for its famous shrines, and then the Bamiyan Valley in central Afghanistan, which also offers breathtaking views of the Hindu Kush and the Kohibaba Mountains.
Halfway stage, and you'd say the batting side has got a good chance of winning the series and the game. It's very near to a runner ball. 65 of 60. Coming back. Oh, that's a good call. For Pakistan, what they need is wickets, not one. In fact, more than two maybe, just to really come back.
Yeah, they do. They need double breakthrough, break this partnership, get new players out there, get some dot balls, get that gap between runs to win and balls required to 10, 12, 15, 20. Start to put some pressure on. Not over and done with yet.
Tuli, still no Imad Wasim, and he's on the field. What do you make of this? I mean, he was the one who was getting some grip, turn, bounce the other day. Yes, a different pitch, but still not him.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are, Sikandar. I don't know. He's there. He's on. We're understanding that everything is okay.
You think they're looking looking at bowling him at a stretch. 4 overs right in the end.
I think if they're going to get him on, now's the time. The right-handers at the crease still. Shadab's had 2 overs. Maybe the skipper just give himself a rest and another left-arm option.
If he comes now, he'll be bowling 12, 14, 16 and 18. After that, he'll be forced to bowl all of them. There's some turn out there. Zahn has got 2, Zaman has got 1. Is there pad? Is there pad? The umpire feels there's some bat involved in that as well. Well, the replays will tell us the story, but he feels no. Will Pakistan go upstairs?
I think they've got to. I think they've got to. Go on, Shadab, make the signal. No. Time up. Time up. Was their bat? Straight off the glove. There you go. If they thought it was pad, they had to go up, but no. I think Azam Khan, yeah, and Shadab, spot on. Well done. Well done.
Nawaz has been good throughout. We've seen in the past when Pakistan played most of their cricket in the UAE, he's a difficult one to put away for runs. Someone you can bank on with his 4 overs. He takes pace off more flight, it works. 11 gone, it's 69 for 1.
Our best bowling average for Pakistan, minimum of 10 wickets, that is in the UAE in T20 internationals, and that's your point, Sikandar. Mohammad Nawaz, 11 wickets at 14.63. That economy is exceptional. Saeed Ajmal, Shadab is up there as well. Imad, they're all on the list. Just the one seamer.
Well, here he is in his first over as the 12th. 5 for 14 is best. We need that today, Pakistan. Surprisingly, we never saw any of Naseem Shah after that first over. He was hit for 12. No confidence from the captain. If you calculate, if Imad is to bowl all his 4, then Zaman can bowl his 1, 2, Ehsanullah 1 over somewhere. It's got to fit in. This really is not a problem for Afghanistan. They're just pushing the ball around because they need 60 or 52. They find the out boundary somewhere. Pakistan needs to attack a little more. Those gaps on the onside are just making it easier for Gurbaz and Ibrahim to push the ball and get singles at will.
They're waiting for Afghanistan to take a risk and to make a mistake almost. I'd like to see one more person up inside the circle, make them take a risk, make them look for that extra run that's not quite there. Maybe create an opportunity, nothing to lose.
Because they don't seem to be looking for those big hits. Got long on, long off. He's one man at mid-wicket. Seems sharp. It's just easy pickings at the moment. Just like that. I agree with you. You've got to force them out of their comfort zone and make them look for those hits after maybe 3 or 4 dot balls. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do, these two batters. Just push it around. They've got 5 in the over. 74 for 1. That blue slightly ahead of Pakistan runs. So 68 for 5. It's also the wickets. 68 for 5 is where Pakistan was at the same stage, and they're 74 for 1. So Afghanistan shouldn't have any problems in sealing the game and the series, and can do that. That'll be one good effort.
Well, who cracks first? I think that's the key, isn't it? Does Gurbaz or Ibrahim, does one of them take a risk? Do they crack first? Do Pakistan decide that they maybe try slightly different? Naseem back, try and search for that wicket.
Looking to go across and just push it on the onside because nobody's in the circle in front of the square. 3 men right in the deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Look for 2 if you like. Just like that, a bit of wrist, and he just covers the line of the ball and pushes it there.
Go with Ahmad again because I think it was a tidy enough over, that 1 over for 5, but then I think Naseem or Isanullah just for 1 over from our commentary box end after this spell from Nawaz. I'm going to try and blast 1 or 2 out, put Afghanistan under some sort of scoreboard pressure, which they're not under at the moment. 7.3 and over required. It's fairly comfortable in a situation like this with 9 wickets in hand.
Yeah, again, a quick single. Again, very well done by the two batters out there. Nawaz finishes off with his spell. None for 16 in his 4. And Afghanistan 79 for 1. So 52 or 42 is the gap, a little bit of gap. If a good over and a wicket somewhere can increase that distance between runs and balls to go, and probably make a match of it. At the moment, it's good from Afghanistan. So now Shadab in action from where Imad bowled his first. He'll probably change ends and come and bowl from this side.
Pakistan had 45 dots in their innings. So Afghanistan are up to 30 at the moment. Nice tight over here, and then a risk or two has to be taken. All of a sudden, that gap is now 13 between runs required and balls remaining, and that timeline tells a story. Just slowed it up. There's been some good dots bowled by Pakistan. Now there's just a little bit of pressure starting to emerge. Who cracks first? 35 balls since we've had a boundary.
As a bowler, you know now, you've given one run of the first 4. The batter will try something against you. Probably try to extract a boundary. That is why it's so important for Shadab right now to finish the over well. Make sure that these 2 remaining deliveries are also right on target.
Well, terrific over. Really is so far. Can the skipper finish it off? You just feel the pressure starting to mount a little bit.
He's asking for it. He's got it. If there's no bat, but Gurbaz has gone up straight away. Let's find out.
TV umpire to director. We have player review for LBW. Original decision is out. And I check it's a fair delivery. Can you go with the front on camera, please? It's close to the gloves. Can you go to the ultra edge, please? It's a spikes came when the Ball hit to the gloves. I'm satisfied. Pak team, I recommend you to change your decision.
Well, clearly a glove there, but a good over from Shadab. Just one off it, 80 for 1. $80 for 1, so that good over, just one run off. It changes things a little bit towards Pakistan because they want to increase that gap. 51 of 36 now, another over here with a wicket, hopefully. Naseem Shah was hit for 12 in his over that he bowled. That was the first one, now being brought back into the attack. And the case is pretty simple and clear. They need wickets.
Yeah, you make a good point here. Another good over can mount the pressure on these two batters. And they will need to chance their arms. Yeah, something had to give, and that's why you saw Ibrahim backing away from the stumps in order to get a single. Now these bowlers need to keep on denying the boundaries, and that's how they will bring a lot of pressure on these two batters. They'll force them to do something different, and in the process they'll create a chance for themselves to pick up a wicket, which is the requirement.
In all those reviews and everything, we see that a 50 partnership has come up between the two. Pushing hard for the second. Men out quite in the deep. That's really good running. You just get a feeling Pakistan needs to attack a little more with their field placement. They can't afford to give away those 2s and 1s.
Well, this is good batting. Just nudged the ball into the gap and seized the opportunity to pick up 2 runs. Yeah, 1,000 runs for Gurbaz in T20Is. That's an achievement. Batting well, middling everything.
Yeah, men are right at the edge of that 30-yard circle. The ball went straight to Imad for a single. But they do share a lot of respect for each other. At the same time, there has to be a little level of competition. The good part is that there are smiles on their faces. You got to eyeball each other and then just have a big laugh. And some of them have shared a lot of moments in the PSL which has gone by. But I still go with your moment of hitting the boundary and pointing at the boundary. That's more like, you know, want to win this game.
We didn't. But the boundaries have been denied here by the Pakistani bowlers. And that's why batsmen are forced to take few chances. And he's asking the umpire why this is not a wide. Because, Ibrahim, you move towards the off stump.
Trying to scoop that. Not really sure if you want to do that. It's just that point you made, when they are dot balls, boundaries dried up, you forced to go into a release shot. That's where the bowling side is looking for that mistake. Oh, he hasn't got hold of it, but there's nobody inside the circle in front of the square on the onside. Still feel one man can be in there. Another single.
Yeah, the captain of Pakistan is relying on batsman's mistake rather than forcing the issue. Rather than look to make things.
It's the final 5 of the innings, and this is where Pakistan had a great run while they were batting. They got 45 runs in the final 5 overs. They scored at 9 and over, and that's the reason why they got to 130. Afghanistan are looking for a big over here. They want a big over. Single, that very first ball. The asking rates climbed to close to 9.5, Amir.
Now, what are the options Gurbaz has to find a boundary? Over extra cover, maybe? In the air. A valiant effort from Shadab Khan. But in vain.
Just landed short of the captain. Great effort. One, it's taken the leading edge. And look at this for effort. 100%. Oh, he already changed his stance. This could be a chance of a run out. It is. Gurbaz will have to go back to the dugout. And he cuts a very unhappy figure because he was sent back by the lone striker.
We have reviewed.
Something had to give.
Run out. Can you give me
Boundaries
the
were hard
best
to
side
come
angle?
by. The batter had to take few risks. Was attempting a reverse sweep. Went straight to Naseem Shah. Bullseye.
He shot outside the crease.
Direct hit. And a
I
much
make my
needed
decision
wicket
in the
for
big
Pakistan.
screen.
A well set batsman dismissed. His contribution 44 from 49, it 86 for 2.
Third umpire had to confirm that, but it is given out. It is 86 for 2 now for Afghanistan.
Forty-seven deliveries without a boundary. And that mounted the pressure, ramped up the pressure, hence the batter had to take few risks. And the good news, Pakistan has dismissed a well-set batsman.
That's great news for Pakistan. Can't say the same for Afghanistan here. Najibullah will have to get a move on from the word go. He gets off the mark with that single. And look at that wicket.
Yeah, it's a good thing to improvise, but at times it doesn't work in your favor. Good effort from Naseem Shah to get rid of Gurbaz.
Went for the switch hit. Short ball. He's picked it up early. And will get 4. Ibrahim Zadran carrying on despite Gurbaz falling.
Yeah, bowling that length helped the cause of the batsmen. They were desperate to find a boundary. And it was a long hop. Waited for a little a bit, the batter, and decided this is the area the ball should go. And he finds a boundary.
Wide, extra runs. In fact, they'll run an extra by as well. So 2 added onto the total. And Shadab will have to bowl this delivery again. But that boundary that came a couple of deliveries ago came after a gap of 49 deliveries.
Disciplined bowling. A wicket here.
Catch it!
That's in the air. And falls in no man's land. Plenty of time for the batters to cross over for 2 runs. End of the over, 95 for 2 after 16.
Ten runs of that previous over from Shadab Khan. The captain's bowled out his quota of 4. 4 overs, none for 24. But more importantly, in that over, the partnership was broken. In the air, but has he got the distance? No, he hasn't. In fact, thankfully, he didn't connect that very well, did Ibrahim Zadran? Otherwise, it might have straight away gone down to long on.
Yeah, the requirement is 9.13 from here on. And if Naseem Shah is able to bowl a decent over here, that required run rate is going to go beyond 10 runs, and that will bring a bit of panic. And from there, Pakistani bowlers can force the issue to win this one.
Contrasting emotions in that frame. The Afghanistan supporters just wincing a little worried, but Najibullah Zadran, left-hander who's come into bat, he's got 8 half centuries in T20 internationals. Strike rate of 140. Now this is where the strike rate matters a lot.
Change of angle. Slow delivery. Worked away on the onside behind square for a couple of runs. You know, the strike rate doesn't matter that you have to go belligerent. Just run a ball. You can do the job here with occasional boundary.
It's clever the way Najibullah Zadran played that previous delivery, the slower one, waited for it, tried to find the gap, picked his spot because he's realized there's a short fine inside the 30-yard circle. Now switching fielders, that's what's happening, and they're dropping fine leg back after that previous delivery. Got third man up, but fine leg's back at the fence. What's the bowler thinking here? What's the plan? There's a short ball coming. Oh yes, you knew there'd be a short ball coming because they had 4 on the leg side, on the boundary.
Yeah, it became very awkward for the batter, the left-handed batter. Now that angle is posing a lot of problems for the left-hander. Again, slow delivery.
It helps when you've got express pace, because when you take the pace off, bowling 145, 146, if you take pace off and bowl 130, 132, it makes it tough for the batsman. Oh, that's a great ball. Great delivery by Naseem.
Followed the batsman. And the length wasn't appropriate for the batter to get underneath that one. A red dot delivery.
Perfect seam position, just right there. Following the batter in the block hole, not giving him any room to get elevation going in the shot. Umar Gul there, getting a worried figure. I think he's missed out on a scoring opportunity here as Ibrahim Zadran. It was a short ball. Don't think he picked it the way he would have liked, but the single will bring up the 100 for Afghanistan.
Yeah, the length was appropriate to hit the ball aerial towards mid-wicket, but there wasn't the pace. It took the pace off, hence the batsman wasn't able to time the ball. And the required run rate is getting close to 10 and over now. The batters from here will feel impelled to take few chances in order to find a boundary.
So it will be compelling. But that's well bowled, Naseem Shah. Just kept it tight, Just 6 runs coming off that 17th over. It's 101 for 2. Pakistan, they won the toss. Their captain electing to bat first. They got 130 on the board. Chasing that 130. Afghanistan required 10 and over in the final 3. And they've got a single of the very first ball of the 18th.
Ehsanullah was very impressive in the previous outing. He was making his debut and picked up a couple of wickets. It was very impressive. He has to hold his nerves. He has to hold his nerves. He has to bowl a good over. That will help the cause of the Pakistani captain in this game.
He's picked up a wicket of his very first delivery in T20 internationals in that previous game with Ehsanullah. The captain's trusted him now. He's got him to bowl the 18th, which means probably he'll get the 20th to bowl as well. Edged and taken. Gleefully accepted by the wicketkeeper. And that will be the end of another set batter. Ibrahim Zadran will have to go.
It was the pace and bounce which worked for Ehsanullah yet again. And what a scalp. What a scalp. He has removed the set batsman. Pakistan back in this game. Ibrahim Zadran contributed 38 from 40 deliveries. It's 1 or 2 for 3.
They say cometh the hour, cometh the man. And the man of the match in the previous T20I, which Afghanistan won against Pakistan, Mohammad Nabi, he's the man who steps out into the middle now. He's got a job on his hands, 29 required of 16. The pressure on Afghanistan at the moment.
It's a different pitch. The ball is zipping through. A special effort is required yet again from the experience of Mohammad Nabi.
Can he deliver? Off the mark of the very first ball that he faces, the man they call the president. Oh, well, he's got the cricketing acumen, he's got the cricketing credentials, he's been there, done that.
Just keep an eye on his stance. He's slouching very low, and that was the wicket. Very well directed short pitch delivery from the youngster. He's been very impressive.
And that archer celebration from Ehsanullah. And 22 wickets in the PSL that just got over. Got a chance making his debut in this series, made his debut in the previous match. Hit down the ground, and hit cleanly enough for 4. Najibullah Zadran along with Mohammad Nabi. This was the pair that did it for Afghanistan in the previous match. Can they do it again?
Yeah, for the first time in this over, Ehsanullah faltered with his line and length. When you have mid-off in the circle, as a bowler, you're required to ball back of the length. He went fuller, and it was very easy for the left-hander to hit the ball aerial into the gap. And with this boundary, pressure is off. Have a look at the cameraman.
Oh, he's taken a blow. Oh dear. Biju getting it bang on the side of the head. But more runs here. More runs here. Has he stopped the boundary? Salman Khan, I think, did very well to stop a 4 there.
Where were the concussion protocols when the cameraman was hit? Well, he's taking his chances. That was a good effort from Salman Khan, certainly saving some runs for his side.
They saved 3 there. That's when in the end just getting a single. That brings up Mohammad Nabi on strike. Got 7 off this over, 1 ball remaining. If they can get a boundary. No, they'll just get a single, which means 8 off the over when 10 were required. 18 gone. It's 109 for 3. Biju took a blow to the side of the head a couple of deliveries ago. The good thing is he's all right. He can carry on. Talk about commitment. Right on the money.
Now this game is hanging in the balance. Still anybody's game. A good over for any side. We'll have them way ahead in this game.
First ball creamed away for 6. Could this be the defining moment in this run chase?
The reason why he was slouching in his stance, he was wanting that length. Mohammad Nabi, he picked it very early and went with the stroke, and it has disappeared. And now, when this hit, scales are tipped. Afghanistan definitely ahead in this game now.
And the fans are absolutely delighted with that result. Nabi, that powerful hit over square leg for 6. And they're going to change the ball now. That's taken a beating. And it's definitely got the crowd alive, especially the Afghanistan supporters. Take another look at this shot.
Look at his stance. Slouching. Wanting that length. And he seized on the opportunity, and look at those reactions. This Afghanistani crowd is alight.
Naseem Shah under pressure now because he's been hit for 6 of the very first ball. Short. Pulled away again. Just for a single this time. And Nabi wants 2. He wants more of the pie. He wants the strike.
He's been exceptional in this series with the ball in his hand, Nabi, and then how well he handled the pressure in the previous outing. Made sure he took his side over the line.
I tell you what, the series is on the line. If Pakistan lose this match, well, it's 2-0 for Afghanistan and they clinch the series. So, well, no wonders. The Pakistan fans are praying here. They're praying for a wicket. A swing and a miss, but they'll get a bye. The keeper not able to collect that cleanly, Azam Khan.
Isn't it amazing to see Azam Khan with that girth? Moving the way he moves.
He's taken a couple of sharp catches today as well, but this is what happened on the previous delivery. Backing away, trying to make room for himself, Najibullah. But look at Azam Khan's effort.
He's suggesting the ball dipped on him. Oh, yes, it did.
I was looking for the Yorker. That was Naseem Shah, but in the end, Nabi will come back for an easy 2. They're making this a big over. They've already got 10 off it. 2 balls remaining.
Intelligently played. And making use of that low full toss. Nabi on that occasion. Making things brighter for his side. Mohammad Nabi yet again.
Another short ball. Again dealt with comfortably for another single. Now the final ball of the over remains, and this is going to be a crucial delivery. If Afghanistan get a boundary, then it's definitely the scales tilting heavily in their favour.
That's what he's going to look for. Because when you talk about Najibullah Zadran, he's got the highest strike rate when you talk about Afghanistani batsmen in T20Is, followed by Mohammad Nabi. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it, that's for sure.
As the 2 best batters in terms of strike rate out there for Afghanistan. Change of angle in the slot, and it's gone the distance. What a cracking hit by Najibullah Zadran. And a 17-run over from Naseem Shah comes to an end. It's 126 for 3 after 19.
Naseem Shah missed his line and length on that occasion. But Najib didn't. Pounce on the opportunity, and that was a hefty blow.
You know what that over meant to the players and to the fans. A defining 19th over where they got 17 runs off it means that in the final over, Afghanistan just need 5 runs, not only to win the match, but to also take an unassailable 2-0 lead in this series and clinch the series.
What a huge moment that's going to be for Afghan's cricket. They've been challenging the better sides of late, and for the first time winning a series against a strong side will give them a lot of confidence to compete well in future.
Mohammad Nabi did it a couple of days ago with Najibullah Zadran for Afghanistan, winning that first ever T20I for Afghanistan versus Pakistan. Can he now make it 2 out of 2? Can lightning strike twice at the same place?
He's got the abilities, Zaman Khan. He's so used to bowling those last overs, and with some success.
Zaman Khan, of course, bowled the final over in the PSL that just concluded. Has that ability to change of pace, can be very deceptive, difficult for the batsman to pick.
And now the Pakistani fans are hoping. They're hoping against the hope to win this one.
Short, and Nabi was waiting for it. He'll only get a single here. So now 4 required of 4.
And 3 runs for a super over.
You're not one who believes that there should be some respite for the faint-hearted, Amir.
Well, that can be a scenario. And these batsmen conferring out there in the middle how to go about the job. Look for a boundary or look for singles to get over the line.
If scores are level, then we will head into a super over. But for now, I think the Afghanistan fans will be saying, No. Get 4. You've got 4 deliveries. You're just 1 hit away from a series victory against Pakistan. You can create history here. Can Najibullah Zadran get it done here and now? Again, change of pace, but they've run a by. Clever thinking by Mohammad Nabi. He was the one running towards the danger end. And, well, appreciation from Najibullah for that.
This is intelligent cricket. Seems like they have done their homework. Was a slow delivery once again in this over from Zaman Khan. Well-directed one. Should have been a dot delivery.
That's clever from Nabi. Realizing that there was an opportunity to steal a bye, get that single, more importantly, get back on strike and try and finish it off here now. Doesn't get hold of it, but he will get a single. In fact, Zadran wanted the second, Najibullah. Just a single, just about holding your nerve here.
2 of 2. A dot delivery is the must for Pakistan here.
Well, you get a dot delivery by taking a wicket. I think that's the bonus. That's what Pakistan will be hoping for. Get a new batter in on the last ball then, if you take a wicket here.
Be realistic. Don't ask for the moon. In this situation, a dot delivery would suffice. And then, followed by another one.
They say aim for the moon, you might get to the stars. Here, this is just about pressure. And who holds his nerve in this situation? 2 runs required of 2 deliveries. It's Najibullah Zadran who's on strike. Remember, Najibullah and Mohammad Nabi took Afghanistan home for a win a couple of days ago. Oh, it's going to drop short. And what's more, it's gone for 4. Afghanistan win the match. And also take an unassailable lead in the series. For the first time in a T20 international series, Afghanistan have beaten Pakistan and clinched a series.
What a moment. What a moment for Afghanistan's cricket. Well, look at the joy in the Sharjah Stadium. And despair as far as the Pakistani fans are concerned. They just can't believe what happened here.
Yes, you've got 2 contrasting pictures being painted across the stands here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. There's despondency among this group who can't believe what's happened. And then there's joy on the other side. You can see the under-19 Afghanistan cricketers as well, just soaking in the moment. They've just seen the senior team pull off something that's never been done before. Afghanistan just proving that lightning can strike twice at the same place. They beat Pakistan a couple of days ago right here at the stadium. They've beaten Pakistan again, this time by 7 wickets, to take the series 2-0 with 1 match still to go.
Yeah, it was a disappointing effort from the Pakistani batters in the previous outing. But this time around, a better pitch was provided for this game. But once again, the Pakistani batters failed. Were not able to put a decent total on the board for the bowlers to win the game for them. Handshakes all around. He must be a proud captain, Rashid Khan. Winning the series against Pakistan for the first time.
And yes, this is the first time that Afghanistan have won a T20I series against a team ranked in the top 6. So, huge achievement for this unit. Ably led by Rashid Khan. Very, very proactive captain. Rung in the bowling changes. Don't forget the effort of Farooqi early on. Then, of course, with 131 to chase down, Gurbaz and Usman Ghani opened the batting. And there was that big partnership worth 56 between Gurbaz and Ibrahim that just